script. Ugh.
Yes, that's one of the reasons why it's gonna suck.
All right, let's go.
Previously on Incredible Critics.
You know what's funny? I had lunch the other day with not lunch, happy hour the other day with some friends of mine that watched the show.
A significant difference than lunch.
Yes, significant difference.
Pointing that out.
Don't get them mixed up. Don't accidentally make your happy hour order your lunch order. It's frowned upon. We are the Incredible Critics. Incredible, not because we're great, but because our credibility should seriously be questioned. I am Ben Franco. This week, we're going to be talking about what's on. We got some Intergalactic movie news, and then we'll round it out with a review of Christopher Robin. Joining me this week, as always, Tim Lasersgruber.
Hey, Ben.
Hi.
How's it going?
And Frankie number deux Fusco.
What up? What's going on, Ben?
Not
Tim.
much.
I like that new intro, Frankie.
Well, I don't have an old intro anymore, Tim, do I?
What are you talking about?
You can both just say, hey, Ben.
No.
Hey, Ben.
What up? That's it right now. That's it.
Oh,
It's golden. It's gonna be great.
For anybody not watching the video, you're missing out on real close up of Frankie. Just real. I believe it's called a chin up shot. Like you have waist.
In film school, that's how I learned it.
No,
It's more dramatic moments in film. It's kind of when you get the shot. And
well, just remember, it's okay to chop the top, but not to chop the chin.
Yeah, don't chop the chin.
That's what I learned.
That's what we were taught.
Not film school specifically, but
sometimes you got to go above, outside of the box.
Oh, this week I do plan on actually posting the video to Facebook, so this is a good time to check out Frankie's real close. I mean, I swear you can see every follicle of Frankie's 5 o'clock shadow.
Yep,
every
working on that for 31 years. Finally coming in.
Oh no!
Oh man, guys, how was your week?
It's pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Anything interesting happening?
Not for me. We had a bunch of family come into town last week, so we had a revisiting of my brother and his family. And so we got to have a ton of fun with them, do some crazy stuff. And then we went and saw a movie we'll talk about later. That's called Christopher Robin.
It's good tease. It's good tease. Way to go. Frankie, you recover from your crazy Monday last week?
Spoiler alert, I made it home okay.
Yeah, Frankie decided to like not text us at all the next day, or check his Facebook Messenger so that we could at least know he was alive until like it was like 6 or 7 o'clock the next day. I'm like, I'm guessing he's okay.
Yeah, I was good. I wasn't bad. I made it home by like 10 o'clock and was asleep by 10:03. So it was golden.
And then had to wake up.
No, I actually didn't. So I stayed in Long Island last week. So
no, I didn't wake up. I didn't have to
wake up early. So gotcha. I think I had to be at the place where I was taking the class at like 8, and I got up at 7:45.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
No, it's easy. Just wear the same clothes that you went to bed in, and then just roll out and then hop in the car and drive.
What's also amazing about this close-up of Frankie is that when he talks, he really has to concentrate, and so he takes these prolonged eyelid closed thought processes where he shuts his eyes for prolonged periods of time as he's thinking about what he's saying. It's really quite humorous, and you only really get it if you watch the video. So
yeah.
It's quite funny.
Yeah, you can watch us live.
You can watch us live
on the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
If you love to see mistakes,
every Monday,
please watch us live
around 8.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
but not that many people do that, and I don't blame them. This weekend, I feel like I was still recovering from last weekend.
Oh yeah,
I was exhausted.
Your weekend, Ben?
Yeah, I know. Thanks for asking.
Our bad.
No, I was still recovering from Noelle's birthday party, I think. Like I was just
Rager?
exhausted. Yeah.
It's crazy.
You gotta teach them young.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That's
It's
right.
like, is one's too young for pin the tail on the donkey, correct?
Yes.
But there is a pinata.
That's called stab your eye out.
Oh, but there is a pinata.
We did not have a pinata.
No pinatas?
No.
Are they still wearing the mittens so they don't scratch themselves, that one? Or is that you're done with this?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
That-
Frankie.
That yeah.
Oh, Frankie.
No, that's probably like a month or two. For Noel, it never happened.
Oh,
'cause-
woo, living
yeah.
on the edge.
Oh yes. Yeah. You know. Well, let's go ahead and get into it and talk about what we've been watching. Oh man, Tim, do you have anything not Stargate related to talk about here?
Yeah, actually, Ben. Now that you mention it, we've been watching some Stargate. Still?
But no, other than Stargate. 'Cause
Yeah,
you always talk about Stargate.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's like implied that you
Yeah,
watch Stargate. Okay.
Yeah.
all
Okay.
right.
Yeah. Let me. So okay. So other than Stargate SG1 season 9 episode 4, we also watched Stargate SG1 season 9 episode 5.
I feel like at this point we should just start a Stargate podcast.
I feel like at this
I
point we should
mean-
at least have them review the episodes. That
Right?
Not
probably be a little better.
not a
More
Stargate
productive.
podcast. I don't.
No. Tim, no, this is not a Stargate podcast.
I'm confused.
There's only 10
No.
seasons, right? So now it's too late to start that game.
I am so confused.
Oh, Frankie, what have you been watching?
I am finally catching up on Sim TV that I've missed over the last 6 months since I started my new job. So I binge watched the rest of the second half of the season of Supergirl. So that's what I've done over the last week, and it was amazing.
Was
Hands
it?
down my favorite Supergirl season to date, and there's only 3 to choose from. So
So I
Not
had
that
a
many.
33%
but it was pretty great. I mean, I love the cast. I know Tim's not a huge fan of it, but it's probably my second favorite DC show. It goes Flash and then Supergirl and then maybe Arrow. I'm not sure. Sometimes Legends is right there too, or iZombie. But no, really good. And I'm gonna steal this away for a second. And Supergirl, the TV show, and how amazing it is gonna bring me into my take. And my take.
Is this your take? Oh,
My
is this
take. My
your take?
Play that new music.
like such as and
You didn't play the new music.
Yeah, I think he updated that.
I think
Yeah, that
That
was it.
was updated. That was
Alright,
last week.
I
There
only
was
got
an
like a
actual
minute. Just let me
droplet.
go. DC has announced they are going to make a Supergirl movie. And let's talk about how horrible it is going to be. Here's why. One,
I mean, let's pretend like I haven't been paying attention
to the Supergirl TV show.
to to like DC Comics Twitter account announcing the movie. Let's pretend
we
like I know
didn't see that?
nothing about it.
Okay. So
Tell
they're
me
making
about it.
they're making another DC superhero movie. They're doing Supergirl, and once again, they're not going to use the beloved character actress, the actress who plays the character on the TV show, and that's why they're going to ruin it, like they've ruined everything else that they made. And we'll see if it actually gets made or it goes down the route of the Flash movie, which just can't seem to hold a director or producer. This one is being reason number 2 why it's going to stink is being
Was that a pun?
Yeah. Reason number 2, such a dad joke. It's gonna stink is because of it's being written by the same guy who wrote the Cloverfield Paradox, which was everyone's
Really? Yeah. Really? Yeah.
everyone's favorite Cloverfield movie because they're connected.
Yeah, that's a favorite.
That's
That's
everyone's favorite.
Easily
Right.
my favorite.
So gonna stink for that reason. And then number 3 is it's Supergirl really isn't that interesting of a character. To be honest, it's just Superman but female. So I don't get how they're going to do a movie about it. At least with the TV show, all the Superman TV shows are very interesting, and there's none currently on. Now with the Supergirl movie, you already had a Superman movie, 2 of them that bombed. So all of a sudden, this third one's going to be better because it's a girl. Not going to happen.
I mean, did they bomb though? I feel like they still did pretty well, just not
Okay,
amazing.
bombed review wise.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm sure box office wise,
critical perspective.
Yeah, no one enjoyed them.
Gotcha. Well, that was
like such as, and
I don't know. That might be my favorite piece of music that we have. Tim, what are your thoughts?
There's no musical sound to it.
Look, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 10.
Thanks. I think so too. I've been binge watching.
Oh, Ben, what have you been watching?
Suits. You don't have to ask every time, but I appreciate it. Like it kind of messes up the segue when you try to then segue it later. But thank you.
What if I do it now? Ben, what have you been watching?
Yeah, thanks for asking. I've been binge watching Suits.
What show is that, Ben? Is that on a Turner Broadcasting station?
It's on USA.
Oh,
USA. It's a law procedural.
USA. You have to say it 3 times. Go ahead.
What? Why?
USA.
Oh, yeah. That's why. Man, you were giving me crap for dad jokes. And it's the show that the Duchess of Doonshire was previously on, Meghan Markle. And I'm not gonna lie, I watched like the first 4 seasons or so, and then they're in like season 8 now, and I stopped watching it, and I'm just really curious to see what they do with her character since she's now a princess. So I started watching it again. It's on Amazon Prime.
It's still on TV.
Yeah, it's still on USA.
Now, wasn't there news this week that there's gonna be a remake of Suits? Did you guys see that?
No.
I'll double check where, but there's another country that's gonna be remaking the series.
Really? Because they do have
Korea, South Korea. It's
That's
the whole
fun.
show. They're remaking the entire show in South Korea.
They do have a spin-off coming from it, but
Will it be
yeah.
in English?
The remake was first announced in 2015. It's a Korean drama. Wait, there's another what? 5 days ago, Suits being remade by Japan's Fuji TV.
The show is like oddly popular.
It's good to know that Fuji's still holding in there, though, right? Like, come on.
Hey, Fuji Television.
Right. I mean, same company though, same parent company.
Yeah, But yeah, that's what I've been binge watching. It's a good show if you like a procedural. It's a good show to have on in the background because you don't really need to be paying that much attention to like the visuals of it. You can just kind of listen to it, and it's fine. So if you're interested, check out Suits. Next, we have a couple things that we wanted to talk about that are just random pieces of news.
Just in. Movie news.
Oh man, so this week Star Wars announced a big investment into their TV show, right, Frankie? Yeah, this is where you talk.
Oh, Frankie,
I know nothing about the story.
Not just nod. I'm sorry, my fault.
Yeah,
it's an audio medium.
Yeah, thanks.
They did. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty tight with like the CEO of MoviePass. He listens to the podcast.
We're talking about movie news. So we want to. I segued into Star Wars, but
did you? I wasn't listening to you. I don't know why I thought you were talking about. Yes, you were talking about Star Wars. Go back.
Interesting.
This is why people don't watch live.
Like,
yeah, that is fascinating.
I'm not editing this out.
No, this is all staying in there. This is always staying in there.
So
I was talking about Star Wars.
We'll talk to our editor.
$100 million invested in their new TV show.
You did. You know what's funny is I have Star Wars pulled up on the page in front of me too. Yes. So they announced.
But what about MoviePass?
No. Now we're back on Star Wars. Jon Favreau is getting $100 million to make the live action TV series that will be streaming.
How many episodes is that?
10 episodes.
That's insane.
So it's $10 million in episodes for those of you that are doing math, which is up there with like Game of Thrones, and all the other like HBO stars, like big TV shows, Shameless, things like that. They're getting those epic sets and
Budgets?
the yeah.
Wait,
well, I was
hold
gonna
on.
say
Did you
epic
say
sets.
Shameless has
There's no way.
No, they're not 10 million, but they're one of the high because their cast salary is really high.
Oh,
So like you're
I
getting yeah, no, the set's just I'm pretty sure a house.
it's just in a house, right?
I'm pretty sure it's just in the house in Chicago. But no, like you're gonna be able to get those big name actors in the TV show, and you're gonna be able to get those awesome sets. So it should make it pretty interesting.
I mean, that's a big investment, and it's like guaranteed that it'll make a profit.
Yeah.
Like,
Hopefully, I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's guaranteed to bring subscribers to Disney's new streaming service,
It will definitely do that,
which means it's going to make a lot of money.
or at least make people find a way to download it.
you can say pirate
There's
it.
that. I mean, what the number one pirated shows are all of the HBO shows,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So
Ones that are leaked online early and everything. I mean, listen, it's going to be exciting. They'll get my money. So,
or
either way.
Into Streams will.
Or
Either
Into-
way, right, Frankie?
Into,
right.
I probably should go back to
That's a
Into
good point.
Streams.
Frankie, a little bird told me that you were real tight with MoviePass CEO. Got him. Got him.
I was real tight. We're not really on talking terms right now, but he sent me an apology letter, email.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you want to?
Yeah,
What,
we
what
can-
do you have to say?
We can move on. We can move on to MoviePass. So I'll read you the email. If I can open my phone. All right, there we go. Dear MoviePass Frankie, on August 15th, 2018, we will hit our 1-year anniversary of MoviePass at the revolutionary price of $9.95 a month. We've experienced tremendous growth, and we know at times the frequent changes to our service have been frustrating. Yada, yada, yada. Under our new plan, MoviePass members will be able to see up to 3 standard
is
movies
this
a
accent?
month.
What is going on?
This is how he talks. He's very King
Sorry,
Where's he from?
Sorry, Frankie, you know him better than we do.
Yeah.
I did.
So
Sorry.
we're just
I
keep
know.
going.
Just trying to put it out there. I mean, I could just talk normal if you want, but it's just not how he comes across. 3 standard movies a month for $9.95. And be given up to a $5 discount on any additional movie. We will be getting rid of ticket verification and peak pricing. Yada, yada, yada. I miss you. Let's have drinks soon. Mitch Lowe. So, I mean,
All
I'm
right.
not upset about it. I think that's
So,
a fair
hold on.
deal.
So they're rolling back some of their poor decisions, right? But
Mhm.
then making a worse. Is this a worse decision though?
No, I don't think so. Because here's the thing: 85% of MoviePass users are only going to see a movie 3 times a month. So they're still getting their free movie for 10. Well, not free, but their movie 3 movies for $9.99.
But the majority of people bought MoviePass in order to go see more movies whenever they wanted. So here's
3 movies a month though is more than the average person sees. That's
but
almost a movie a week. It's
right.
like a movie every week except for 1 week.
So movies going from unlimited movies at $9.99 down to 3 movies a month, which is a worse deal than the AMC subscription service.
It is a worse deal than the AMC subscription service.
3 movies a week for $20.
Right.
And IMAX.
And
IMAX.
IMAX and Dolby, all of that. Here's my thing. Here's my take on this. If a year ago, MoviePass had lowered their subscription down to $9.99 for 3 movies a month, it would have been the best thing in the world. And they wouldn't have gotten as many subscribers as they did, but they would have gotten a ton more subscribers than they had at the time. But they didn't do that. And so now they're rolling back from unlimited movies. You could see up to 30 movies in a month, unless it's February. And they're rolling that back to 3. That's a big story, and that's reason enough where I think this is just one of the signs of the doom for Movie Pass.
I kind of disagree. I think this is a good move for them. I think they were on the decline with the surge pricing and with
Surge pricing was horrible.
right, and with the ticket verification. But I think surge pricing was going to put the, I thought was the last nail in their coffin. But for them to bounce back this quick, come up with a new plan, I personally, I mean, listen, you can see 4 movies a month for $15. That's a movie a week. I think that's a good deal.
I'm not saying it's not a good deal.
I understand that it's not as good of a deal as we're giving, but the deal they were giving, it was unsustainable, and everybody knew that besides them. And but I think it's still going to hold them better. It's still better than their $20 a month deal, and their $30 a month deal what they originally had, where it was $30. You can see as many movies as you wanted.
Yeah, and I think that peaked up to like $50. Like, it was crazy.
Right, it got nuts. So I think if they're going to stay alive, this is the way to do it. I mean, I don't know if he sent everybody else an email like that. I'm sure there was some kind of like mass email that went out to all of the Movie Pass.
Yeah, I'm sure all of them weren't personalized like that one was.
Right, but that says a lot. I mean, it's a little touch.
All right. Well, next we are going to go into a review of Christopher Robin, but you don't want to hear 3 grown men talk about Christopher Robin. That would be
maybe you do. Maybe that's why you're tuning into this podcast. And guess what? Too bad. Because we got 3 small children to review it.
Let's kick it over to Tim's children talking about Christopher Robin.
All right. Welcome back to another kid review. Today we are reviewing a movie that we saw that's brand new in theaters, and I'm here with Emery. Emery, what movie did we get to see today? Emmeline, what movie did we get to see today?
The new.
Alan, what movie did we get to see today?
High Tops.
What movie did we get to see brand new in the theater today?
Winnie the Pooh.
Is that the name of the movie we saw? Are you sure?
Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin.
Robin.
Oh, starring Ewan McGregor as Christopher Robin and Haley Atwell as Evelyn Robin, Christopher Robin's wife. What do you think the story was in the movie? Can you just give a summary of the story?
It was about a boy.
Okay.
Called Christopher Robin, and he lived in a tree. Christopher Robin, and
he lived in 100 Acre Woods?
Yeah, in a tree.
Did he live in a tree? Christopher Robin lived in a tree?
Yeah.
Christopher Robin, the man and the boy.
When he was little.
All right, keep going. He lived in the tree?
Actually, he came out from the tree
so
he could go visit them. When he left the tree, it was actually connected to the other world.
Which world?
Our world.
Oh, okay. So Christopher Robin lived in our world. He visits Winnie the Pooh. Right?
He lives in a tree stump.
Who does?
Christopher Robin.
No, he doesn't. He lived in a normal house. He can visit who?
Paddington Bear.
Yeah. Who else?
Winnie Pooh. They go to the real world. I already told them.
And they visit Christopher Robin, the little boy?
Yes. No, the big
boy. He's a big boy now.
He's a grown-up.
Oh, a grown-up. He grows up, right?
He grows up to a full adult.
Not like a half adult or like a third adult, but a full adult?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's about Christopher Robin leaves the forest.
100 Acre Wood.
100 Acre Wood.
Yeah. And then what happens?
And then he gets bigger and marries someone.
So Christopher,
And Christopher Robin gives a red balloon to Pooh. I just love that name because it's like Pooh Pooh.
okay, stop.
So silly.
Okay, so Christopher Robin has an encounter in the park with Winnie
Love Pooh.
the Pooh.
When Pooh.
Yeah.
Ah!
What?
Pooh's
You said Pooh again.
When you're Pooh.
Does it go just as awesome as you think it would go? Does he really enjoy his life with Winnie the Pooh at his house at first? No? No. Is it very funny? So hilarity ensues, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Emmeline, if you could rate this movie where 10 is the best rating you could give it and 1 is the worst rating you could give it, what number would you give this movie from 1 to 10, where 10 is the best?
10.
A 10? A full 10 out of 10? What number from 1 to 10, which number would you give this movie as a rating?
10.
You would give it a whole 10, not a 9 or an 8? Which number would, and you can pick any number between 1 and 10.
She better say 2.
What number would you rate this movie?
10.
10? All right, you heard it here from all the girlies what their favorite things were about. So the only thing with that we'd say to parents, it's a must-see for most children. For some smaller children, maybe smaller than her, there's like a war type sequence at the beginning, which wasn't scary, but it was just, it was just kind of the shocking, like he's in war and his life is gonna be different now. And outside of that, the only other thing was there was a bunch of really scary movie previews that were supposed to be kids movies that were really scary and creepy for younger kids.
Oh no!
All right. Thanks everybody for checking out our video.
I got to know. They try to
That was brilliant.
That was great.
I have not wanted to see Christopher Robin a single time until hearing that review.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome. I'm a little surprised they didn't go into how Winnie the Pooh is like an allegory for society at a large, and the different.
It was surprising,
aspects,
right?
But I mean, I like their
Yeah.
review nonetheless.
I mean, they wanted to keep their review simple enough for the regular man or woman listening to the podcast.
I'll tell you guys right now. I tried for like 5 minutes for each of them. Okay.
That didn't go
To
well.
get them to get through the story or through most of the story, it was not happening.
I mean, they got the important part. Christopher Robin lived in a tree.
He lived in a
And-
tree. Did you guys know that, by the way?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The more you know.
He lived in a tree. I thought we moved on from it. And then Emmeline was like, no, he lived in a tree stump, Daddy. Like, come on. And then, of course, like that was the twins. And then we get to Adeline and she's like, oh, Christopher Robin left the woods and grew up and married someone. Like, oh, see, that was simple. That was it was so simple. Yeah, Emery got caught up for a minute, like describing all the animals. I did not add that in the video.
And describing poo.
Yeah, well, yeah, she got a little more PG on that aspect. I had to cut that part out. She just kept cracking up about poo. I don't know. Anyways, no,
Pooh
it was
funny.
yeah, it was a really fun movie. They had most of the same voices as you typically see from Winnie the Pooh, except like the rabbit and the owl and Piglet was British.
Oh, that's weird.
So that was interesting. Yeah. The owl was I can't remember the actor's name. He's been in so many things, and I can't remember his name. He was in Captain America.
I wasn't sure if he was even in the movie from the previews. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, they're all in the movie. Only 4 of them go to the real world at some point, and they kind of help Christopher Robin rediscover life again. Classic tale.
Aw, the classic tale.
Classic tale, yeah. But no, it was a really great movie. I for real, when we were listening to that, I almost laughed because I'm not joking. Like, there's an actual war sequence in this movie at the beginning, like near the beginning, when it's kind of like going through, he's growing up and he suffers some tragedies, and then he's like old enough to go off to war, and he goes like off to one of the world wars, and I think World War II, and he's like, their stuff is blowing up.
But I mean, it's not like Saving Private Ryan. Like, it's
no,
not like, there's
it's
like
no
brains behind.
But
the,
it was
the scene,
it was like a solid, longer, not a short sequence. But that was kind of surprising. But yeah, it wasn't like mega crazy. But man, overall though, it was really fun and really funny and exactly what you'd expect from the previews. Except yeah, he lives in a tree.
I know this is a huge spoiler, but does Winnie the Pooh get his hand caught in a honeypot?
Oh no,
That's outrageous.
Oh.
there's a few times where it's stuck on his face.
Okay.
And then there's one part where Christopher Robin gets stuck in a door, like Pooh does. Classic Pooh Bear story. And he's like, "Oh, this is what this feels like."
Oh,
It was good.
Ewan McGregor. Does he steal any picnic baskets?
No, that's Yogi
No.
Bear.
Oh, different bear.
He's
close.
Yeah, that's Yogi and Boo Boo. So
Mhm.
different bear, and
Yeah, Boo Boo.
definitely not Paddington.
Definitely Paddington
sounds-
didn't make a cameo.
No.
Oh man, well that is Christopher Robin. Go check it out. I kind of want to see it now. I'm not gonna lie. Frankie, where can people connect with us and let us know if they want to hear more from Tim's children?
You can follow us on Twitter at 3criticspod. Go to our Facebook page, give us a like. You'll get all of our updates and be able to communicate with us. Facebook.com/IncredibleCritics. Don't forget to go into iTunes, hit subscribe, leave us a rating, and we will really appreciate you.
Yes, I'm also thinking about starting a Twitter. Is MoviePass dead yet? Contemplating it. Well, who knows? They may not be around next week on Incredible Critics. I'm gonna have to like sample Tim's children saying "poo."
Pooh. Pooh. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. I might have actually cut another one of those out where she just got hysterically and then was talking about, I was like, how about you say Pooh Bear? And she's like, a Pooh Bear? Whoa.
I get her issue.
Yeah.